Today we have two really special guinea pigs that have popped back to see us. One of the guinea pigs is having problems and we're going to check out and see what we think could be going on. The other guinea pig had a problem which was an enormous abscess just on a year ago, and he is doing so well now. So let's pop in and see what happens. Hi everyone, I'm Lynn from Cavi Central Guinea Pig Rescue. Hello sweetie pie. Hi there. Yeah, he has lost weight.
A lot of weight, actually.
Do you have any measurements on his weight? I'd say maybe 100 grams from when I saw him, maybe 150. You can tell because when guinea pigs lose weight, they get this sort of floppy skin on the side, and that's how you know.
I checked his back.
But he's still a good size. Like he's not thin. He's losing hair. But none of it has skin attached to it. He doesn't look real bright within himself. First thing is his lymphatic system has two real, I don't know if you can probably just make them out, two really big lumps here under his arms. Yeah. Now when something is going on with guinea pigs, you can see the size of that lump there, it's huge. That's it there. It's a very big inflamed lymphatic system. So he definitely has something on.
And you've mentioned previously that he had problems with lymphatic system.
Okay, yep. Is it larger than last time? I think we filmed him last time. We go back and look because they're very big now.
We didn't really touch them. Okay. You touched them, but you said that they are enlarged, but not to the extent. Right?
Right, well, they're very big now. So something's either gotten worse for him. So what I'm looking at here, and when we're observing respiratory issues on guinea pigs, we look at their breathing. I'm just going to get him to sit there. Can you grab some grass and just maybe sit? Let's see if he'll eat that. And we can just sit and observe him. We're going to have some grass. Want some of that? Let's see if he tucks into that. Great. And then we can watch his breathing, because when you observe a guinea pig's breathing, it tells you a lot about their respiratory condition. If they've got like an upper respiratory tract infection, their breathing becomes laboured. And you can actually see it also not being even in flow. So when we breathe, if we're sitting, we just breathe normally in and out. If we're running, we breathe faster.
Yep.
If we're sleeping, we breathe slower. So very similarly with these guys, and we can actually check what's going on. Now with his respiratory motion, you can actually see it here with the coat going in and out. It's just giving us a chance to observe him. He's actually taking very shallow breaths, so they're relatively fast for a guinea pig, but they're even. So yeah, and that sort of thing we can often find if they've got issues like fluid on the heart. You can see how fast he's actually breathing. If we have a look at another guinea pig, they typically don't breathe as fast. He's like,
I think he's scared of it.
Yeah, he's just gobbling his food. Give him some more grass. It's okay, because he's pretty. He's not scared. He's not trying to bolt for cover. You know,
When he's lying down, just calm. He's moving back and forth a bit.
Okay.
Actually, quite a lot. That's why I thought might be something to do.
When he's laying down, you mean he's getting up and moving, or he's not staying laying down?
He's like his body
some more
is just
grass.
like
You just want
moving.
some more grass. Can you pop some? Yeah, there we go. There's some. Yeah.
He's like moving a little bit back and forth, like just like that, as if his heart is.
Okay, so it's like he's breathing, but he's moving. He's got movement in
Yeah.
his body. Okay.
It is the right eye, but I think the left one has the whitish substance as well.
Yeah, down underneath.
So he has it is like a white cover or something. I don't know.
Yeah, look, it's like silvery. It's what we class as a cataract that starts to form. And if they get a hay poke injury, the eye also changes colour with that, which is the flooding of the milky substance into that spot. I know you're complaining big time, aren't you? This eye is very clear. Oh, he's got a little bit actually.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, he has down the bottom. Yeah, it's more of a cataract. He's just older. I know. It's just age. Yeah, you don't have anything to worry about with those little eyes. So get off.
But his nose is fully recovered, thankfully.
Yes. Yeah. He's like a few things about white with eyes. The first is the undersection of the eye. When that's enlarged, we call that PI, and it's a genetic condition. It shows itself by about 2 years of age. He doesn't have that. So he's just an older boy. When they get hay poke injuries, they get a very substantial mark left on the eye, depending on how bad the hay poke is. But his globe is completely closed and sealed. There's nothing there disturbing, which is fine. On the inside of the eye, we can see it's like a cataract type effect, and we see that in older piggies. It almost looks like they get silver eyes.
Oh, right.
And it's pretty much what you'd refer to as a cataract or cataract effect. So there's nothing to worry about there. He's quite old in terms of his age. You were saying he's nearly 9.
Yeah.
So you'd expect that. So I wouldn't be worried about it at all. Yeah.
It's just that it appeared straight after they got so-called. Oh,
He's the injury. Yeah.
It's not that he got injured. I thought
this is
got
the fungal and mites you can see here.
Yeah.
What I'm pulling off. So he definitely needs his ivermectin. Yeah. It's all over your ear, little guy. Let's just get that off. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. That would bother him. Yeah, definitely. Like after any eye injury, even something on the eye, it can cloud over a bit, and that's part of the repair process to the eye. A lot of that fades over time, so on really significant eye injuries we find that it lessens and it calms down somewhat.
On one side he's enjoying it, but on the other side,
Yeah. Well, on the other side I got the great big patch of it that was down here on his ear. Yeah, it's all off pretty much. Yeah, but he definitely needs
so just treat it with
he's
Melisep.
getting loads of just Melisep, and we can do a bit of it here.
Oh, that's alright, don't worry. Because we're going to treat them from lice and then...
do the ivermectin. You've got that? Have you got ivermectin?
We have
Revolution.
We've got Revolution.
Okay, if you've got Revolution, just the one tube between them and behind the ears. Just treat
That's
them with
what we
that.
do.
And his leg thing, I'll treat... Do you think it's Melisep?
There's a load of it there as well. Oh, see it?
I think the smaller one starts to get those as well.
Well, it's all fungal and mite related. Yeah. I know, little guy, I'm sorry. Sorry. I can see it's there. Yeah. Alright. They're very sensitive on their ears as well, because this is, of course, the area that other guinea pigs can grab them. I don't wipe your ears out regardless, little guy. Oh, yeah. This is just saline, so I'll just use some saline to wipe them out. If it's dilute Melisep, it just helps. But yeah, got a lot of minky in there.
So you can wash his ears with...
Just dilute Melisep. Yeah, you dilute the Melisep. Don't use it strong. And because they had a bit of fungal that I've just been taking off all the flaky stuff there, that's just fungal, like what was falling off at the back end of his coat. Using Melisep will just remove it. But you need, at this sort of time, for anyone watching this, we're here late autumn, almost winter, and the weather's getting quite cool, so you need to make sure that they're warm when you do wash them and don't get left cold. I'm sorry, Rafael, let me clear this out.
There's a lot of stuff.
Well, it's always dark coloured when their ear is dark.
Okay.
But it's, some of the chunkier stuff is just dry, flaky skin, oils. The oil secretions from our ears are actually there to protect our ears and animals' ears, so that parasites and bugs don't go down into our system. That's why it's there. But fungal, and their feet are always on the ground and moving around where fungal spores are. When they scratch themselves, fungal loves damp, moist places, which is around the ears. So you can see how the problems sort of arise. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that patch that's there because it's quite substantial on the back of that ear.
And the foot spore, we can clean it like that as well.
Yeah, I'll just
with
clip it
Melisep.
off for you. It's very easy to treat. So this ear. Yeah, and take a look at this, because this, you'll notice, has had loads of discharge. See that?
Yeah.
Now that could, they do get infections and problems. The paper bedding I find very hard. It's lumpy and hard, but it also goes off very quickly. This little one is much thicker than the other side. Let me take a closer look at it here.
Another thing that I was thinking, I got a new.
He's actually, this is the foot spur.
Yeah.
Okay, he's definitely got some bumblefoot happening. Oh, this is
What's
not
that?
good. Okay, this is. Can you see that through the camera? Can you see him?
Yes.
Okay, so the foot spur, we've taken it off on this side here, which was curled round on the outside, and it always curls round from the front part of the pad. So holding a mister might be tricky. Let's see. And you'll see where I've taken it off from this section here. It curled round and up, but the bottom part of the pad has got like a hard saw to it.
Yeah.
That's not a foot spur.
Mm-hmm.
So around this side here, the first one was very, very thick. The foot spur is this bit here. See where my finger's touching it and it's curling around the foot? That's a foot spur. But this is attached to his bottom pad.
Okay.
That's the start of Bumblefoot. So it's a very sore little foot that he's got there. So the question is, what's causing this little guy?
I thought, because I got them new houses, you know, this fleece
See
houses.
how it's swollen that little pad is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, antibiotics will also help this. So he needs it for several reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now what you can do is soak his little foot in Epsom salt foot bath.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, we can chop the little, I'll take off the little foot spur, which is this bit. That can just be clipped off. That's really sweet. Quite a little. That can just be cut off. That's the foot spur. But in here, this other stuff that's occurring, it's not a foot spur. That's the foot spur there. This is attached. This is solid. This is acting like a foot spur, but it's part of Bumblefoot because he's got a very sore little foot there. I don't want to cut into that, and because it's attached to his pad, you can see that there.
Yep.
But what we need to do, he needs to have foot baths. Now the way that you do that is a very low, shallow bowl that you can have his front feet literally standing in. Some Epsom salts.
Epsom salts, yeah.
And that will help soften it. Now, yeah, you can see he's complaining, like that's yeah, he knows it's sore. This is
He wasn't able to walk on this feet yesterday. That's
okay.
why it was-
It's so sore. Yeah, this is what's going on. So he needs antibiotics. When they can't walk, they then sit in the same spot, which causes urinary tract infections because they're peeing and urinating in the one spot. So this is why this is going on. So it all now forms a picture. So this boy needs antibiotics.
Yeah.
He needs to have Epsom salt baths with his front paws. We can even wrap those paws, but for now, the sort of bedding that I would be keeping him on would be something like fleece, which
Could
is
that-
soft.
That has happened. I got him a fleece house, right?
Yeah,
And I didn't notice it was wet for one night because they make it happen
they
quite
do.
quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be changed all the
So
time.
they were sitting in the wet
Yes.
house
Yeah.
probably a day.
Yeah, yeah. But after they're sitting in it for a while, if they're already prone, because it, like his immunity has dropped, he's lost weight, mites are coming on board, he's got a sore foot, he's getting urinary tract infection, like he's got 4 issues there and an ear full of gunk. So he's not feeling great.
He looked like he just was going to give up or something.
Yeah, well, he probably was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he needs to have some real TLC. He needs to have lots and lots of fresh grass and fresh food. He needs to be kept on bedding like this. And typically with a guinea pig where we're nursing Bumblefoot, we have to do that foot bath every day. So into some Epsom salts every day on that foot, and then we dry it off. You can apply Manuka honey and then wrap it, but they love the honey.
Oh, really?
So they do. So things like calendula cream can go on to soften it. If we bandage it, we can also, we can bandage the little foot. But for now, it's not so bad, and the wound isn't open. I don't recommend you bandage it. I think I recommend you have him on really soft, clean substrate and be vigilant that this is clean.
Yep.
Clean and dry.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll find that the redness will come out of it, the antibiotics will come on board, and within a week you'll start to see an improvement. Yeah. The antibiotic of choice I would most likely think he would go on would be Baytril, because of the nature of the problems that he's got there. It serves both of those really well, and it can affect a little bit their ability to eat, but he's really keen on grass, so I'm just giving him loads of grass.
No, he's always actually been
so just give him loads and loads and loads of food.
He's very vocal about it.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. You see this one here, it's a little bit red from sitting in the same place, not wanting to walk.
Yeah.
So, and urine is quite scalding, so it has that burning
Do you
effect.
recommend doing the second floor for guinea pigs?
Sorry?
Second floor of the cage. Do you recommend doing? Because they became so lazy. They don't want to. They used to be running around and stuff.
Yeah,
Now they
older. They don't want to run around as much. They're like our 80-year-olds. They don't.
I thought
they're not wanting to do a lot of that. No, but they like space, and when they start to get mobility issues like the paw, feeling unwell, they don't want to move as much, and that's when they then sit and you get compounded issues. So it's taken us a while to work through all of that to see what and how it's affected. Can you do that? Go on. No, can't have it. eating, managing. He's managing quite well. He's got really great grip. So his teeth, he's eating so well. Now with this boy, I remember with the abscess when he came in, there was a question about his jaw.
Yeah.
And how stable it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because down on that left-hand side, remember the bend that he had in the jaw?
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't got that now, it's quite strong, but he's really grinding away. He's not actually using his front teeth to eat. So he's sort of coping with those. That's okay. Because look at him go. It's not stopping you.
So he just adjusted.
He's adjusted, yeah, he's eating really well. So his front teeth have still got some food caught in them.
I'm quite amazed he can eat in this position as well.
Oh yeah, most piggies can, absolutely. If you stabilise their spine, so you've got them quite secure, they happily munch. And
It doesn't bother him at all.
you know, look how well he's eating. So he's got like one tooth down the bottom. When did he lose the bottom tooth?
I don't know. I think about 2 months ago, because about 2 months ago.
Teeth, there's lots of food stuck in them, and there's a bit of what we call malocclusion.
Can I clean it with a toothbrush or something?
No, what I'll do, I'll actually scrape it out here. You can sort of scrape it out very easily.
The thing on his nose is just, fruit puree.
No,
Yeah.
that's okay. Are you still feeding him soft food?
Well, no. It's just that I was doing for myself, and
So he lost one of the teeth, actually. Wow.
that's what I was telling you. I don't know what has happened.
Sore.
there.
It's sore down there, yeah. Still sore. Let's see. Come on. Let's see. He's got a very sore little jaw. He doesn't have a lump or swelling or anything. The lump on him was huge, so that's all gone.
Yeah.
But he's still further down. That's where the problem was. Like I can touch it okay, and he's not. He knows I'm in the area.
I do remember he would have actually squeak if you've touched it last year
Yeah.
in that area.
Yeah, and it was very soft. It was movable. It was like had his jaw had the infection in the bone. The bone not stable. Yeah. So for now, look, he's eating fine. I would not worry too much. We'd just clean his little front teeth out.